Okay, you're going to need to write this formula down. Moles equals grams divided by your molar mass. Remember, GFM is your gram formula mass, so same thing as molar mass. I would write it down on your periodic table, because remember, what can you use on your tests always? The periodic table. Okay, so all of your formulas should go on there. GFM is your gram formula mass. It's the same as molar mass, okay? Which is what we've been doing for the past 2 days, yeah? Okay, so the first thing you do is, well, let's go ahead and do number 1 over here. What is it that they're giving you? The 30 grams of H3PO4. So you always set that up first. That's the first thing you write down. Now, don't forget that that chemical formula is part of your problem, okay? So you're going to multiply, and then whatever this unit is, it's going to go where?
Down.
At the bottom. Very good. So you can have grams of H3PO4. And that molar mass will always give you how many moles? 1. Very good. So H3PO4. 1 mole will always equal whatever your molar mass is for that element or for that compound. Okay? So now let's go somewhere sideways and let's figure out what the molar mass is. How many hydrogen do we have?
3.
3. And how many phosphorus do we have? 1. How many oxygen do we have?
4.
4. Very good. Okay, so now remember, to get your molar mass, you have to multiply it times what?
Times our mass.
It's mass. Very good. So how much does hydrogen weigh? 1. And phosphorus? You okay? And phosphorus? More like 31. 30.9. You can put all the decimals if you want to. Okay, and so that's your phosphorus. How much does oxygen weigh?
16.
Yep, 16. You can put 16 or you can put 15.999. So 4 times 16 is how much? 64. Very good. So now you're going to add all of it up. 3 plus 31 plus your 64. How much is that? 108? 98? Guys, double check. Clear the calculator and double check. Okay, 98. So my total molar mass is 98 grams of H3PO4. Okay, are we all good? Okay, so now, remember, whatever's on top, you multiply. So this 30 grams times 1 gives you what? 30. And then you're going to divide by 98. So make sure you put 30 first, divide by 98. How much are you getting? I'm going to have to make this a little smaller so I can put the answer. 0.3, so 0.306. Now remember, I always like to have one significant figure or one real number after the decimal, but when it's a small number like this, you can have 2. So it can be 0.31. Okay, and this would be your moles of H3PO4. Ran out of space there. Okay, don't forget to block off your answer. Now you must show all the work. You're going to get credit for the setup, you get credit for the units, and you get credit for the entire answer, including the unit. If you have a number by itself without the unit, it means nothing, so that's wrong, okay? Those units are going to become very important when we go into stoichiometry. All right, where are we off here? Where do we need help? We're good? You're basically, you want to do one more?
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and pick one. Pick something.
5.
Nope. Okay, let's, all right. So let's do number 5. Okay, you have 987 grams of RaOH. Now, I have grams, so I'm looking for moles, right? So what's going to go on top and what's going to go on the bottom? Remember this unit, no matter what it is, it goes where? On the bottom. So you're going to have your grams, your molar mass of RaOH parentheses 2. What goes on top? 1 mole. 1 mole of RaOH, or hydroxide. Okay, very good. This is going to cancel off those units. Now, what do we need here? What do you need there at the bottom? What's going to be your number? The molar mass. Very good. So Ra, you have how many of them? 1. And what's your mass? You need to look at your periodic table. 226. Very good. Okay. Oxygen, I have how many of them? 2. Yep, because that 2 on the outside multiplies to everything on the inside, correct? Yes. Very good. Okay, so I have 2 oxygen, and that weighs 16. Very good. And how many hydrogen do I have? 2. And that weighs 1.01. Okay. So 1 times 226? 226. 2 times 16? 32. Very good. 2 times 1? 2.002. Okay. So now you're going to add all of these up. This is going to give you your GFM. 2.
Wait, Miss, why did you put 2 zeros? Or 2 point, it's 2.02.
2.02. Okay. So 260 or 259 point something?
260.
Okay, so 260. All right, so now what's going to be your next step? 987. Remember, multiply everything times on the top. Times 1 gives you 987. And then you're going to divide by the 260. How many moles of Ra hydroxide is that going to give you? I ran out of space. How many moles? 0. What, Hassan? 26? Very good. Bless you. Bless you, sweetie. Okay. 0.26?
I got 3.79.
Clear your calculator. You might have something already in there.
260.02. They didn't add on that 02.
Oh, at the end? Okay, so 987 divided by 260. 3.795. That 5 changes your 9. That 9 changes the 7 to an 8. So 3.8. 3.8 moles. Very good. All right. Don't jump on him. At least he's answering questions, y'all. Okay. So are we all good on finding the moles? Yes?
Like number 6, do we just reverse it and multiply it?
Okay, so let's do an example from the bottom part. Okay, let's do number 8 since it's down here. Now, your formula for grams is different than moles. It's going to be moles times your molar mass, which is your gram formula mass, your GFM, right? Now, I got this question earlier today. Ma'am, how do I know if I'm looking for grams or if I'm looking for moles? Well, at the directions, it's going to tell you what it's looking for. So we need to make sure we're reading it. But like we're doing number 8 right now, and they're giving me moles. So can I find moles? No, because they already gave it to me, right? So you're going to be looking for grams. If they're giving you grams, then you're going to be looking for the moles, okay? And then so that's how you're going to know. All right, so remember, what's my first step? Whatever unit is here goes where? It goes to the bottom. So I'm going to have moles of BaCO3, your barium carbonate. Now, what's going to go on top?
Your
The molar mass of your barium carbonate. Very good. So remember, you always have 1 mole for whatever your molar mass is. So what's my molar mass? Ba is what? Barium weighs how much? 137. Okay, carbon weighs 12. Oxygen weighs 16 times 3 is how much? 16 times 3? 48. Okay, so now you're going to add all of this up. What's my molar mass? Huh? 324? Did I hear that right?
Wait, no. How?
No, I'm sorry. Okay, I heard that wrong. What did you guys say? So what is it? Add it up. 137 plus 12 plus 48. Guys, clear your calculator and let your fingers do the walking. You probably didn't clear the calculator, sweetie. 197. There you go. Okay. All right, so 21.3. What's your next step here? You're going to multiply, exactly. So you're going to do 21.3 times your 197 equals divide by 1. And so what's my total grams of Ba carbonate, barium carbonate? 21.3 times 197?
4,196.
4,000 what?
4,196.1.
There we go, 0.1. Very good. Okay, and that's it. That's all you're doing for grams. That's all. Okay, now on that other worksheet, go ahead. You're going to omit Avogadro's number. Don't do that side. You're just going to do the other side. Now you see how they're mixed up? You see how that page is mixed up? Sometimes you're finding for grams and sometimes you're finding moles. Okay, are we good? Can you do, are we on our own or do we need, you're going to omit that side. Do we need another example? Are we all good?
It says how many moles, we're looking for moles, right?
Yes. So see how it's telling you how many grams, how many moles. So whatever, that's that formula you're going to use.
So how many moles is like the bottom part of this one?
The, how many moles, what did we, no, it's like the top one, you're looking for moles. Okay? Yes? All right, so we don't need any more examples? Yes, Asan? I would do the first one that we did, this page that's here on the screen. I would do that one first. Okay, because we already did 2 problems off this one. Yes. Okay. All right, I'm going to put this on YouTube for y'all.